Good afternoon, good morning, wherever this video finds you. I am the Voodoo Doll from Noir Grimoire, and thank you for joining me in our tarot journey. We're going to continue forward straight into it. We're going to card 11, which is going to be Justice. Now, if you look at the Justice card, what do we have here? We have a man that is on our scales, and then we have somebody that is being pulled down by a devil. You have an angel that's trying to help this woman balance the scales. You have an angel that's trying to control everything. You have somebody that's trying to be helped by an angel. The Justice card is about balancing everything out and doing what is fair and doing what is right. It also could be a card of karma, like things get dealt out to people and they get what they deserve, but sometimes it needs a helping hand. When I have tried to get this, when I've gotten this card in readings, and I was doing a reading for someone and they're like, I don't know if I should do this, that, and that, and I would get the Justice card, I'm like, fuck them up, sis. Because the Justice card is telling you that sometimes you have to be justice. Sometimes karma is a bitch and the bitch is you. So this is what the Justice card entails. If it's upside down, then it's going to be injustice, the unfairness, everything that you would think would be the opposite. So if I were using this in a ritual and I were trying to use this card, if I were going through a court case and I wanted things to come out in my favor, I would use the Justice card. I want what's fair. I want what's mine. I want what's right. Nothing more and nothing less. If I were trying to curse someone and say I wanted them to lose a court case, then I'm going to go in with this card upside down. When you're trying to remember the Justice card, you could think of Judge Judy or something like that. It's a pretty easy card to remember. It's just getting what you deserve, fairness, finding balance, being a peacekeeper sometimes, and sometimes being karma, and being the one to dish out what people deserve. Sometimes magic doesn't always do everything. Sometimes you have to take action. You know, you may be doing a ritual to curse someone and you're calling on these entities and you're doing everything you can to get this person to have some sort of misfortune in the mundane world. But sometimes it's you that has to be the deliverer of that. It can't just always be magical hands or demonic hands or something. Sometimes it is you that needs to be the one that delivers justice. So that's the Justice card. That's an example of how we would use it in a ritual, and how we would use it if we were trying to cause misfortune. When you're layering these cards, remember I was telling you taking the card from the previous week, which would have been the Wheel of Fortune, and trying to create a story about it. If I have this Justice card and I have the Wheel of Fortune, I could say in due time, which is what the Wheel of Fortune card is about, in due time, this person will get justice. They will get what they deserve in due time. I could use these two in a ritual. What if I'm trying to give someone what they deserve? They don't have to be upside down. I could use this in a curse right side up. In due time, they're going to get exactly what they deserve. If I was trying to protect myself and saying, in due time, I don't want that to come back to me. I'm turning it upside down. This is the opposite. Not in due time. I don't want anything bad to come about me. I'm stopping this process. Stopping the process of the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not letting anything come back to me. I'm stopping time, and I want what I deserve. Or you could turn it upside down. I want this person to never get what they deserve. And I'm turning that Wheel of Fortune upside down because I never want the clocks to turn to good for them. I want the clock to stop on misfortune for them, and I never want it to turn. I never want it to do that 360 where it goes up on the upswing. I always want it to be on the downswing because that's what they deserve, and I am karma. So you can play around with these. We now know 11 cards, so you should be able to craft a pretty good story with your cards, laying these out differently, and you know, just like I said, crafting a story and being able to read each card. Remember I told you to lay them out and just go through it, maybe shuffle them randomly and lay all 11 out, and then go through and create a story for each card as if you were reading it for a client. Or if it was a ritual and you walked in and there were ritual candles lit, I want you to say, well, based on what these cards are in front of this lit candle, this must be the type of ritual that this person is doing for this candle. Because I see the Wheel of Fortune upside down, I see Justice upright, I see the Lover's card crossed, whatever it is, and creating stories for yourself and challenging yourselves to create a narrative. And that's how you're going to be able to efficiently, effectively, and quickly do this in your magic. I need to do a ritual. I know exactly what cards I'm going to use to help me bring about this change. So there we have card number 11. Join me next week when we go into card number 12, which is going to be the Hanged Man. And I will see you next week. Bye.